All the way from Surrender East Tower in the city of Taguig, we bring you Shady and Chill, together with our hosts, Angel and JV.
In today's episode, we're going to talk about English proficiency
and the effects of the English language in globalization. Did you know that the English language is the second most spoken language next to Mandarin? But it is still considered the universal language of mankind.
In the Philippines, almost 40 million people are using it.
So for today's episode, we have invited 3 special guests from different professions to help us understand why is English language so important.
Why?
Girl, we are about to find out.
I know most of you out here are waiting for me to spill the tea. Oh, we don't have any tea here, honey. We spill the caffeine. In today's segment, I invited a special guest. She is a businesswoman and a mother of 2. I welcome you, Miss Krisha Salmarie. Hi, Krisha.
Hi, JV.
It's nice to have you here.
No, it's a pleasure being with you.
Do you like some coffee? Well, I have this question for you. Why do you think it's so easy for the Filipino people to adapt to the English language?
Well, JV, given by the fact that we were invaded by the Americans long ago, we were able to develop this kind of trait wherein we can cope up with change.
Oh, interesting.
Filipinos are known to be hardworking and persistent, and even learning English is easy for them because they have to make a living. And English is the medium of communication in most jobs here in the Philippines. Oh, thank you.
So, now that you've mentioned that, how did English help you as a businesswoman?
Well, I use the language all the time because I get to talk to foreign investors. And there is no other way we can communicate because I don't know their language and they don't know mine.
Yeah.
And without the help of English, I wouldn't be able to make these big deals. And I wouldn't be the businesswoman that I am today.
So, how are the kids?
Oh, they're doing great. They're probably watching this at home.
Oh, say hi to the camera.
Hi kids! Mama loves you so much.
Oh, that's so cute. But, as a parent, did you ever feel the need to teach them the English language?
Well, for me, it's important because as they grow older, they'll still able to use it. And it is best to teach them while they're still young. You know what they say? Parents are the first teachers of a child. And as a mom, it is my duty to teach and prepare them for the future.
For the future. Thank you so much for being here.
It's such an honor to be here with you guys and spill the caffeine.
Well, I hope our conversation perked you up because we just spilled the caffeine.
Up next in Shady and Chill, find out how the English language helped one of the most successful magazine writers in the metro achieve her dreams, right after the commercial break.
Some of you may think lowly of call center agents who go through sleepless nights in order to make a living. But it doesn't take away from the fact that it gave many jobs to the Filipino people ever since it was introduced in 1992. In 2012, call center services accounted for 5.4% of the country's GDP and is expected to produce 1.3 million new jobs with an annual growth of 17%. The real deal here is that you don't have to be educated to be able to apply for a job. All you need is to be English proficient, and that's it. The BPO industry saved the country from high unemployment rates and gave many opportunities to the Filipino people. So next time you see a call center agent, give respect because working in different shifts and constantly using your voice is no joke. Just like many jobs, the BPO industry deserves respect.
are today at the doorstep of the most prominent feature writer of the Cosmopolitan Philippines magazine. It's Miss Amaya Jillian Labadia, and we are going to know about her journey in the world of writing. Let's go! Hi!
Hello, come in.
Thank you! Oh, so is this your vanity?
Yeah. Do you want to join me on how I do my everyday makeup routine?
Sure!
Yeah, let's go.
So, Miss Amaya, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing fine. So, how about your career? Was it fun?
Yes, actually, I'm having fun in my career right now. But lately, I've been very busy because of the, December issue, Christmas season.
So, as we all know, you're famous for your rags to riches story, from being a child in the slums of Tondo into the independent woman that you are today in the high buildings of PGC. So let me ask you a question. In being a future writer, is it always the career that you've wanted?
Angel, to be honest, it's not my first choice. My first choice really is political science. Because as a child, I dreamed of being a lawyer someday. And that someday is already today, and look at me right now, I'm already a writer. Who would have thought, Angel, right? I just wanted to be a voice for our fellow Filipino men. That's why I pursue my dream of being a writer also. So yeah.
So let's talk about your childhood. I heard you were a scholar before.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about it.
Being a scholar wasn't that easy as well, Angel. But I've learned how to multitask. That's why right now I'm already, doing my job as I've done my part as a student way before. Angel, I was bullied way back then when I was still in high school. So all of me was new because I was transferred from a public school to an international school. Who would have thought I would study there, right?
Yeah.
But my mother did her best and my father also did his best just for me to study and accomplish in a very nice school. At first, I thought everyone was friendly, okay? Because I was new. But as time passes by, I was bullied because my lack of intelligence in English. So, through time, Angel, those hindrances didn't stop me from studying and from learning the English language, but it helped me to improve myself. That's why every after class or every vacant time, I always go to the library just to study every English little thing that I could learn. So every day, I know that there's an improvement to myself. So every day, I always, one step ahead of you. So those people that always look around behind their back as me, I just let them do their thing. Angel, that's what you do.
As you mentioned earlier, you wanted to be a lawyer before, but now you're a future writer. So how did college go for you? How did choosing the right career go?
Angel, I already told you a while ago, right, that I wanted to be a lawyer someday. First year in college, I went up as a political science student. As I was studying political science, almost all of my units there in my course is all about English language. As I was studying that, I'm already realizing that political science wasn't for me after all, but writing is. That's why I pursue my dream of being a writer instead. It's my second option after all.
Looking back in the past decisions that you have made, did the English language help you into being the person that you are right now?
Yes, of course, Angel. The English language really helped me a lot. And not only me, but also my family. Just like I said, Angel, it helped me grow into a successful person as I am right now.
Okay. Thank you very much, Miss Amaya.
Thank you for having me, Angel.
Thank you.
Up next, a one-on-one interview with newly crowned Binibining Pilipinas 2019, Miss Clarice Bernarte. as we discuss the correlation between English and globalization right after the commercial break.
Do you guys know that it's English month? Now is the perfect time to appreciate the language even more.
Some may be intimidated by it, but English really opened a lot of doors for people. Imagine if we're not immersed in it. You're not able to understand your favorite movies, or what am I even saying right now?
It is also the top language of the internet. You won't be able to relate to the memes you see online if you are not proficient in English.
Globally, English unites us so we can practice more clear conversations towards international disputes and concerns. We make so much use out of it in our daily lives, so why neglect it?
There's a reason why English is a part of the educational curriculum, to help us be prepared in conversing with the reality of life.
Speak in English and make it a habit.
And for the main guest for today's episode, we are blessed and honored to have her here on the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Binibining Pilipinas 2019, Miss Clarice Bernarde.
Mabuhay, Pilipinas!
Congratulations on your win.
Well, thank you. It's such a privilege for me to represent our country in the Miss Universe.
Well, with that being said that you're going to represent the Philippines, does English affect globalization?
Well, first and foremost, how can we even communicate without English? I believe that English is the bloodline of globalization. For example, what if we have disputes like territorial and such? How can we even solve it without knowing how to communicate? And for me, English plays a vital role in connecting relations with other countries.
So, what are the advantages and the disadvantages of learning the English language?
Well, everything has its pros and cons. For the pros, we are able to keep up with other countries. We are not left behind. While for the cons, we forget who we really are because we neglect our own mother tongue. It is considered as a cause of neocolonialism in our country.
So now let's proceed to our fun game, which is called
Never Have I Ever. So we're going to ask you some questions and you're going to answer if you have or you haven't. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm always ready.
So the first question is, never have I ever judged someone because of his or her grammar.
No, you can't judge someone who is still learning. I'm still learning, you're still learning, we are all still learning. So yeah.
The second question is, never have I ever mispronounced a word in public.
Yes, I've been there.
We've all been there though.
Yes, like I've said earlier, we are all still learning. So, if we keep on persevering, you'll get there. And you'll get there too.
Wow. I think we have a winner though. Where's the crown? Oh my
Yes!
gosh.
Philippines!
Go Philippines sa buhay. But for the last question is, never have I ever thought of the English language as a basis of intellect.
No, I don't think so. Although it is a part of your intelligence, it is more than a necessity than a basis. Just because you speak in English well doesn't mean you're that smart.
That's true.
I mean, there are a lot of people out there who are smart but doesn't speak in English fluently.
That's totally true.
She's such a gem.
I know, right? We wish nothing but the best for you and your journey to Miss Universe.
Yes.
We're lucky to have you as someone who will represent our country. Thank you so much for being here.
In advance, we congratulate you. Yeah. English plays a big role in our daily lives.
Believe it or not, we use the language without even knowing.
Imagine a world without the English language. There wouldn't be a bridge of communications between countries or people in general.
And always remember, practicing the English language never hurt nobody.
It never did.
That's all for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching.
It's your host, Angel
And JD.
and tune in for the next episode. Bye!